as a world, we become ever and increasingly conscious every day of the dreadful human sacrifice paid by soldiers in conflicts and the civilians that are collateral damage in every single war. In the First World War, many young men, of course, lost their lives in the trenches as a result of the shooting of Franz Ferdinand, at which point the Austro-Hungarian Empire pretty much gave a blank check to Germany to invade, and thus a huge conflict ensued, through which many lives of young men were lost, and also civilian lives were lost. This is remembering them, and just pays a reference to Ekphrastic Marc, who was a young soldier like so many of them who died. This is called Blank Check Trenches. Blank check alliances bankroll death. Brave young men fought to draw breath as mean Mr. Mustard wreaked malice in the trenches. Filled with lice were their defences as militarism and nationalism fired its gun. Ekphrastic Marc's horses rode wild in the sun. Yes, our men, and many an innocent Hun, as both generations' brave last battle was run over the top, as War HQ watched safely from their box. It's time we learned peace from conflicts dire. The brave of heart will always admire, for out of duty they did their part. Memories live on in the whole world's heart of innocence lying in the grave, was so very young, was so very brave. Blank Check Trenches by Dido Walker. My second poem was just written. I wrote that one in 2023. I have also just written a second one yesterday called Ode to Dust and Blood, which is a reflection on the value of all human life. Ode to Dust and Blood. I can't feel my speed. I'm full of dust, blood and wonder, inhabited by flickering stars and the bright interplanetary moments that devour the dark, cavernous gloom daily, a day and night but never stops. I'm spinning in a revolution at 140 million miles per second. And my plasma rolls and floats mercurially like an angry Mars over rocky mountain spurs. Space doesn't hear the sound and noise of folly, while every molecule and visceral particle silently screams as robber chiefs sell plasma and dust. They exchange our blood, dust and particles like they've no knowledge of the quantum thing each human brings. They can't steal sunshine, though they can make rain, but only the humanness of tears will ever help us feel our value again. That's called Ode to Blood and Dust. And what a miracle of blood, dust and particles and stars each human being is. Poetry by Dido Walker on Instagram.